Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to ceramic coat my truck.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, this is my garage, and this channel is all about the supercar ownership experience. But today we're not going to work on my Ferrari, and we're not even going to work on Meg's Mini. We're going to be working on the diesel Ram 2500 because it needs a ceramic coating. So if you didn't know already, Authentic Details already put a PPF and a ceramic coating on my Ferrari, and they actually put a PPF and a ceramic coating on Meg's Mini, or I should say they put a PPF on the front of Meg's Mini. The back of Meg's Mini just has the ceramic coating. So they did the professional grade ceramic coating stuff. It's expensive. Like doing the professional grade stuff, you're looking at probably close to $1,000. This is the 5-year stuff. And I already did a video way back in the day comparing the ceramic coating that is professional grade versus the Avalon King ArmorShield 9 ceramic coating, which is also very good, but obviously doesn't last quite as long. So today we're going to do some Avalon King ArmorShield 9 on the diesel Dodge Ram because, well, that's the stuff I have available. You can't get the professional grade stuff. I actually really like the Avalon King ArmorShield 9. I've been using it for years. I had it used exclusively on some of my older Ferraris. So I think it's going to be good enough to protect my truck. And that's really what it's all about, is we're going to put some protection on the truck. It's going to be easier to keep clean. Unfortunately, it does not help with paint chips. So that's one thing that is ceramic coating is good for kind of making the car easier to keep clean. It does help with like just dirt and debris, and it helps with swirl marks. So what we're gonna do is a multi-stage process today. It's gonna take me all day, and I'm gonna sweat my ass off because it is really humid out today. So we're gonna be sweating a lot, but anyway, we're gonna start off washing the truck. Then after we wash the truck, we're gonna clay bar it. And once we have all of that, I'll do a polish. We're probably gonna do a quick polish because it's so brand new. It doesn't have a whole lot of paint swirls yet. And finally, after all of that, we're gonna put on the Avalon King ArmorShield 9, which again, I don't actually sell it on my website, but I have links to it and I have an affiliate deal with them. So if you buy it using my affiliate deal stuff, I get a small kickback, so I do appreciate if you guys do that. If you want to pick some up, you can go to ngsc.me/ceramic. You can use the code NGS25. It'll knock off $25 your order. This is great stuff for DIY, so if you're looking to do a ceramic coating at home, this is the stuff I would recommend. Okay, so here's everything that comes in the Avalon King ArmorShield 9 box. We've got our little thank you note and instruction card. Here is the actual bottle of stuff, and then below that we have a little microfiber towel, we have an applicator pad, and then we have some gloves, which you do want to wear gloves when using this stuff, and we have a microfiber towel for also removing stuff. So, and then we got, you know, some instructions and oh, a sticker. Yay, coated by the king. So we're gonna use that in just a minute, but first we need to go wash the truck. All right, got the pressure washer and my foam cannon, and we're gonna get it all sudsy and then wash it and then dry it thoroughly. All right, got it kind of sudsed up and scrubbing it down. Someone's gonna ask inevitably, why aren't I doing the professional grade? Why am I not having it done by Authentic Details? Unfortunately, I've been using the truck so much and then just didn't work out timing wise. And then hilariously, I was like, oh, well, I'll just do it myself. And it's taken like 2 months for there to be a day and a weekend without rain. So if you didn't know, we've had like the wettest spring ever in Texas history or something like that. And this is like the first day without rain in probably about a month and a half. So taking advantage of it, trying to get it washed real quick. All right, so as you saw, washed it, dried it. Normally I don't use the air blower on the truck, but because I'm planning to wax or ceramic coat, I want it really, really dry. I use my No Spots Pro, which allows me to kind of take my time when drying it, so there's no water spots. It's a water purification system. I do sell those on my website, normalguysupercar.com, so go check those out. Use the code NGS10, it knocks off 10%. I love that thing. I use it every time I wash my car. So we do have a wrinkle in the plan, which is it might thunderstorm. So there's some storms heading our way. Hopefully they'll miss us. You can see those clouds don't look real happy. And we've been kind of hearing some thunder. Like I said, it's been raining so much. This is the first shot I've had in forever to do this. We're just gonna keep trucking along and see if we can make it. All right, so next up is we got a clay bar mitt. I'm gonna use this to kind of clean up any sort of imperfections in the paint. We're gonna do it on the front of the car, in the wheel well, some other areas that might have some imperfections. I'm not really worried about getting the truck perfect. I mean, it's a truck. It's not gonna look perfect. So we're just gonna kind of spray down some detailer spray to keep it lubricated. I'm gonna put this in some soapy water so it stays nice and damp. You can actually do it while the car is still soaped up. That's probably the best solution, is like wash it and then kind of rinse it and then put some soap in a bucket and then use that, and then that will work to keep this thing nice and lubricated. But that's the goal, keep it lubricated so it doesn't hang up. You don't want to scratch the paint. Oh, that didn't take long. It started raining, so it's not raining too hard, but of course the truck is completely wet, which actually isn't so bad for doing the clay bar and stuff. So what's gonna suck though is now I'm gonna have to probably wash it again before I actually do the paint correction. So now I need to wait a while for it to stop raining, because you can't do the paint correction when it's wet. It just doesn't work, and you'll get electrocuted using the orbital polisher. That's what it's called, right? Orbital polisher, yeah, that thing. Okay, well, let's take a break.
Well, why don't we take a 5-minute break?
Very good, sir.
Smoke if you got 'em.
20 minutes later.
All right, I think the rain stopped. Well, the sun's out, so we need to dry it before it gets water spots. Yeah, it's gonna be a frustrating day, but we will get it done somehow. All right, it's getting hot and sunny, and so we're gonna polish it pretty quickly. We're not gonna do like a super thorough polishing, and like that's not the goal here. My goal is not to have a perfect looking truck. I just want it to look better than it currently does. So I'm gonna do a quick once over, hopefully beat out the next rain cloud, because it's not looking too good that direction. Hopefully that doesn't come. If it does, we'll have to abort the mission for a second time, and then we'll ceramic coat it. I'm just trying to get it so it's protected. That's my biggest concern. I don't want it to get so it's totally messed up. Plus, they'll just make it so much easier to wash this thing. But I mean, it's a truck, and it gets used for hauling cars and stuff, so it's not gonna look perfect, and I don't need it to look perfect. So if you want it to look perfect, you should take it to professional or spend an entire day, maybe even 2 or 3, doing all this stuff. But we're targeting okay. That's the goal. All right, so normally after you do the polishing, you would go over the entire car with some rubbing alcohol to kind of clear it up, make sure there's no contaminants on it. I'm not gonna do that because it's a truck and I don't really care that much. And I'm just gonna point out, there's like probably 80 things I'm doing wrong if you wanna go like the full, like pedantic, you know, anal, whatever, perfection route. We're not doing that here, so I really don't care. Like, I know a lot of you are gonna put a bunch of comments about, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. Yeah. Don't care. So we're gonna ceramic coat it. It's really easy. It goes on really, really light, and then you kind of just buff it right off. So you just kind of put it on, take it off, that's it. Do it in like swaths instead of circles, because that makes it easier to make sure you're not like just kind of wasting a bunch of it, and you know, want to overlap a little bit. And we're pretty much gonna ceramic coat everything: glass, paint, headlights, taillights, probably even the plastic. So pretty much everything. Okay, cool. it's all done. Let me just say, I've ceramic coated quite a few cars now, and doing a truck sucks. Doing a full-size 4-door big-ass truck is just horrible because you have to be on the ladder and you're up and down, and then it's just so much surface area. So quick tip, if you're going to do a truck, you will need 2 kits. It will not cover it with 1. So just so you know, I've done cars before with 1 kit, no problem. Definitely not going to happen on the truck. I ran out of the bottle about close to 3/4 of the way through. So I do have some extra. I guess I'll probably touch up some areas, maybe do 2 layers on the glass later. Yeah, that was a lot of work, and just in time because I think we're about to get another batch of rain. So it's supposed to cure before it gets wet for a few days. I think leaving it out in the sun is going to help, although we lost the sun. Today's just, like I said, this whole spring has just been horrible. Haven't had any luck about good weather, and I am just sweating profusely. So what a horrible day to do it on, because start off with rain, then it went to sun, and that sun just kind of baked up all that humidity. It's like 100% humidity and probably 95 degrees. I feel like we're in the a rainforest right now. It sucks. Anyway, all done. So again, Avalon King Armor Shield 9 is for sale. If you go to ngsc.me/ceramic and go get some, use the code NGS25. It takes off $25. Pretty good stuff. I'm a fan of it for DIY purposes. Obviously, the professional grade stuff is better, but it's also a lot more expensive. And I just kind of felt like working on something because I haven't been able to work on anything. Just the weather has been terrible. But also, if you want to support the channel, I do appreciate if you guys go to normalguyssupercar.com, use the code NGS10. It takes off 10% anything I have in a store. That is how I pay my bills, so I appreciate it when you guys do that. Also, if you have the time, go hit the subscribe button and maybe hit the thumbs up. I appreciate when you guys do that as well. We will be doing a lot more car stuff, so you guys are going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.